I love speedruns. They're some of the coolest ways to enjoy a game and learn shit you never knew about some of your favorite franchises. Mario, Zelda, Doom, and Ratatouille? Yeah, anything can be run. And for years, I've asked myself the same question. What game could I speedrun? At first, I was a bit intimidated by the idea of even doing a run in the first place. There's a lot to speedrunning than just go fast and win. Advanced tech, menu management, routing, what does the most damage? What do I need to sacrifice to make my run faster? All of these things and more you need to consider before you even start the run itself. And trust me, it's a pretty eye-opening experience finding out just how much I didn't know about some of my favorite games. I racked my brain hard on what I could run. There was DMC 3. I've beaten that game thousands of times, but I heard the skill ceiling for running that game is pretty huge. Oh, there's Ninja Gaiden, but I haven't played that game in years, and then something beautiful happened.
No More Heroes 2 Desperate Struggle is coming to the Switch too? Wins a draw. And she. Oh snap! That's awesome! Moe! Super Moe!
Perfect! I remember that game like the back of my hand, and I'm pretty good at the combat. Plus, it's a pretty straightforward game. I think I got this anyway.
Fuck!
So, it's time to get down to business. Since this is my first speedrun, we gotta do a few things first before we start. Step 1, watch other people's runs. This one's very important, because no matter how much you think you know about your favorite game, you don't know how to beat it as fast as possible. For example, in N.M.H, you can do the most optimal combo and get triple S the whole damn game. But, what if I told you that the most optimal thing for a speedrun is to do a basic 3-hit combo into Helmbreaker? Because, sure, it feels fast to do a 50-hit combo, but holy shit does it waste time. These guys can show you some shit that you have never seen before that is vital to do the run that you want to do and what you want to focus on and what you need to ignore. In my case, there's a move in No More Heroes 2 where Travis will lunge forward after running a few frames. It's called a jump slash attack. Now, the game teaches you how to do this in the first fight. It does a shitload of damage, hits for an insane range, and closes distance. There's a huge problem though. It takes up a shitload of battery life from your weapon. You see, in No More Heroes, your sword is battery powered, and you need to charge it every once in a while to do damage. So you can see how this could be a bad thing in a speedrun, having to stop and charge every time to, every 4 attacks to do damage. So instead, I have to find ways to use it in the beginning of the fight, or near the end, and that's not even touching the surface on some of the other things like Tiger Meter, roulette modes, different beam katanas, when and where to execute enemies, and it's kinda stressful. Step 2, read the rules. This is pretty straightforward, but also extremely important. Every game has its rules, and speedrunning is no different. Normally, and also depending on the game, we will be split into different categories. The most common are any percent, 100%, and New Game Plus. We will be doing an any percent category, which means I can do anything as long as I get to the end of the game as fast as possible. Glitches, skipping, all that crazy shit. Fortunately for me, No More Heroes 2 isn't that hard of a game to run. It's pretty straightforward. There are 15 bosses, well, 14 not including the extra boss, who doesn't count towards the run. And there's at least one level before each boss. So the flow is to get through a level, kill all the enemies as fast as possible, and then fight the boss. Repeat until you beat the game. Step 3. Practice. Watching and reading ain't gonna be enough to get you through a decent run. If you don't at least try the things that you see or read, then you won't be able to be ready for any of the crazy shit that goes wrong. If you want to do a high difficulty run, you first should practice on easy, to get down some of the strats, or help, even make up your own. And trust me, I know beating a game over and over and over can take a long ass time, especially when you don't know the full scale of the tricks you've learned. In the end, it'll be definitely some pretty good stuff for your run, especially if you practice it over and over. They do say practice makes perfect. So, finally, after all those steps, we're ready to start the run.
Travis, it's kill or be killed.